In this video, I will speak about Jiangpo Ni, which is a fairly uncommon etching ore from which rare etching teapots are made. So let's have a look at them. Hi guys, this is Gabriele from nannuoshan, where we share the pleasure of drinking and discovering genuine farm tea. But it's not tea only that we're talking about today. Today we're talking about teaware, about etching teapot. If you're new in our channel and you also would like to improve your tea knowledge and brewing skills, then make sure to click on the subscribe button. And if at any point of time you enjoy watching, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Alright, today I am here in company of 8 different etching teapots here on this table. None of them are of the kind that I want to talk about today, but I need this etching teapot because I want you to win a €20 voucher. I will explain later in the video how you can win a €20 voucher to spend on the nannuoshan online shop. But for now, let's speak about the topic of today, Jiangpo Ni, which is a fairly rare etching ore. We have put recently on the nannuoshan shop 4 new different etching teapot that looks a little bit unusual. They basically don't have the usual the usual color that you know from clays like the purple clay, Ni, like the red clay, Ni, or like the satin mud, the satin clay, Ni. They look a little bit different. The texture of these etching teapots looks a little bit different than what we are usually used to see. They have a kind of yellow, brownish, red color depending on the pot, but all of them have tiny, lighter points on them all around the teapot. And this is a peculiarity of the Jiangpo Ni clay, which in English can be translated like downhill clay. And I will tell you soon why downhill clay. So this clay is relatively recent. It was discovered in the early 90s when the Yixing municipal administration was building a road between Dingshan and Yixing. Now on the way between Dingshan and Yixing there are 2 mountains. There is the Huanglong mountain and there is the Qinglong mountain. Both of these mountains are places famous for etching ore mines. Now on the way they had to excavate the side of the mountain to make it flat so that the road could be made basically flat. And while they were excavating, they discovered some deposits of ore of a type that they haven't seen before. This ore was later recognized not recognized, was later nominated, let's say, named as Jiangpo Ni, so downhill clay, because it was on the downhill side of the mountain. And actually, this is the only place where you can find Jiangpo Ni. It is a limited location. The deposits are pretty scarce and random, so there is very, very little amount of this clay. It was in fact a symbiotic ore that they had discovered. Technically speaking, a paragenetic ore that is composed of different minerals in the same ore. So it means that Jiangpo Ni is made actually of Ni, of Ni, and of Ni in different ratio. And depending on the deposit where you take your ore, you have different composition of the ore. Despite the deposit being so small and scarce, Jiangpo Ni can be subdivided into different categories depending on the ratio between the 3 minerals. Moreover, since the ratio can be so different from ore to ore, you also have a very different shrinking ratio when you fire your clay. But on average, it is about 12%. So now, look for example at this picture. This is called Jiangpo Ni, which is translated into downhill red clay. Of course, because the ore is pretty reddish. In fact, it is a symbiosis between Ni, purple clay, and Ni, red clay. And now, depending also on the firing temperature, the color of the ore will render different on the teapot. So you have that with increasing temperature, going, for example, from 1140 degrees centigrade to 1160 and 1180, you have that the color becomes darker and darker. And at very high temperature, you see that it could be also almost mistaken for a Zi or a very, very dark Hong. Now, if you look at this other ore, it's completely different, but it is still a Jiangpo Ni. It is Jiangpo Ni, which means downhill green clay. In fact, the ore has a kind of greenish whitish color with very, very little, almost no content of Zi and Hong. Now, when you fire these at three different temperatures, here we have from left to right 1170, 1190 and 1220, you see that the color changes slightly. All of them have a fairly yellow tone that could be mistaken for a Duanni, but a Duanni doesn't have reddish tone. While here, if you look, there are some like the yellow is a little bit mixed with a tiny bit of red, if you want, so it is a way of recognizing it. And also the spots that I was mentioning before. So the four teapots that we have on the nannuoshan shop, they are all made by the same artist, and the artist gave also us direction with which tea she thinks is best to use them. She advised us to use them with black tea, with pu'er, and I believe she was thinking at HA, so post-fermented tea, with rock tea and any other high oxidation oolong. So fairly dark teas in general. Now, of course, you can go ahead and follow the direction of the artist. I had a closer look at the four teapots that we have received, and I would like to give you also another perspective, another way of interpreting, or let's say guessing with which tea these teapots might brew better tea. So these two teapots here are called well railing teapots and are made with a fairly dark Jiangpo Ni with a high amount of Zi. And I believe that these would render best with many different teas. So it's very hard to say one category really goes much better than the other. So I suggest to buy this teapot for people that really are looking for a first teapot, that they want an all-around teapot that can serve a different purpose and can be used for different teas. Or if you maybe have already an YIXING collection and you just want to enlarge your collection with one Jiangpo Ni that you don't have. In that case, what I suggest doing is to prime the YIXING teapot. I actually have to do a video about priming, but you can find information on the web, and if you cannot, please send us an email and we'll tell you how to prime YIXING teapot. We do it anyway, anytime you buy an YIXING teapot by us. And after you have primed the YIXING teapot, you try it with different teas. Once you have found out a tea that you drink a lot and for you suits good to this teapot, you have to prime it once again and then keep on using it with that particular tea. Alright, then we have this other teapot here, which is called eggplant teapot. The shape resembles an eggplant and it goes a little bit more on the reddish side. Also, this teapot is actually a fairly all-around. You can even use it with different types of tea at the same time, yeah. But you can do exactly the same procedure as for the previous one: prime it, taste it, and reprime it. However, with the last teapot that I want to show you, this one is the Grand Lantern, also because the shape resembles the form of a lantern. This is actually a Jiangpo Ni with a fairly high content of Duanni. You see that it is a little bit paler in color, and also there are much more lighter points in the clay. So this teapot, which I'm pretty sure was also fired at much higher temperature, is really made of higher quality material, and I believe it will render very well with Sheng pu'er, both young and middle age and aged, with white tea and yellow tea. So which of the three categories you have to pick the one that you use the most, that you drink the most. And I believe that this teapot will also add quite some minerality to the tea. It has to be tried. We have just two pieces of this teapot, so I cannot try myself, but just based on a little bit of experience, my guess is that is a neutral teapot that wouldn't affect the taste. It wouldn't smoothen down the peaks and the peaches and the crispiness of this very fresh scentware, but at the same time might give a little bit more minerality. Alright, now it is the time to give us a thumbs up if you made to this point, and if you haven't done it yet, go ahead and subscribe our channel. By the way, this is not the first video that we have done about YIXING Teapot, and it's not the last one. We have so much more to say about YIXING Teapot, so if you are interested in the topic, just keep watching, check our website, our YouTube channel, and if you have any ideas about videos that you want us to make, just let us know in the comment below. Alright, have a nice tea time, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.